Heavy rains in Gauteng have left destruction in their wake. Some areas in Soweto, Eldorado Park and Lenasia are completely submerged in water, with several roads inaccessible and power lines knocked out. Johannesburg Emergency Services have confirmed at least 3 people required rescuing on Friday morning. While the sun did come out in the afternoon, it may be short respite. The South African Weather Service says there is a 60% chance of further thunder showers this evening, and some Soweto residents have been advised to evacuate by 6 p.m. Let's find out more from eNCA's Heidi Giokos, who joins me from Protea. Heidi Giokos, you were speaking a little bit earlier to residents who were unsure whether they would have to evacuate tonight with very little elsewhere to go. I see the rain has once again started in the background. Can you tell us more?
Yes, certainly. Before we get into what's actually going on and how it started raining again, we are joined by one of the residents, Kat, who has also had to deal with the rains and having to wake up to literally being soaked in the rain. Thank you so much for your time. I know this is a very stressful time for you.
It is.
But maybe just tell us what happened. You woke up this morning and then all of a sudden your house was flooded.
Okay, I don't believe it was based on rain because when I woke up it was around 6 o'clock, 6:30. I went to the house, it was raining, I greeted the dogs, but literally after 15 minutes the house was flooded with water. So it's based on, I can speculate, but it needs to be investigated how water can rise in 15 minutes. So I spoke to the residents, and the residents told me that no, it should be somewhere in Pretoria where they have opened the river banks. But I really think it has to be investigated, and people need to be held accountable for what had happened. I mean, the rain was not hectically would actually have floods like this in this area.
So what are you going to do? Because one of your walls is damaged, the other wall on that side is damaged, your house was submerged with water. It's going to take you a lot to clean up and fix, isn't it?
That's the thing, is now I'm accountable for the neighbor's wall. I've moved to this house, it's 6 months now. The neighbor is telling me that the previous owner, he is the one that built the house. And the other, if you can go look, the other wall also has collapsed, and I need to actually fix that. So you can imagine you're paying tax and rates. Imagine you're paying electricity, which you don't even have, and now this is happening, and the government is not even held accountable for whatever that is happening right now.
I want to ask you one last question. So authorities have given a warning that the rain is going to persist and that people should evacuate this area because of the riverbank that's just in front of you. Are you going to evacuate? What are you going to do?
Okay, the councillor did not even want to come into the cameras, this area councillor. And, I'm very surprised that you're actually telling me that I need to evacuate, but no one has told me that. It's my first time hearing it from you. So communication here, I cannot evacuate because no one told me. I don't know what's going to happen because apparently they're going to open another second round. So I really don't know. Imagine you buying a house and this type of thing happens. Do you go and what? It is frustrating. I don't want to lie. I really don't want to lie. So if the councillor does not want to speak to you guys as people that he needs to speak to, so I really don't know. Really, it's really frustrating for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I do want to reiterate the point of the resident that we tried to ask the councillor to engage with us, and he told us that he will not engage with us, so we couldn't get a response from him. But I'm just going to ask Tebogo to just try and show you it is raining, so we cannot actually move into there. But as you can see, this wall has collapsed. It's the second wall that the resident was referring to. And as you can see on this side, it's starting to flood again, Annelie, and that is of course a very worrying picture because what the other areas look like if this is starting to happen again. And I also must just add the fact that a lot of residents in the area have indicated the very same sentiments that this resident indicated, that they don't believe that this was caused by heavy rains or by storms or flash floods or whatever else they have been told, they believe that something else has happened, because there is a riverbank that's literally on my left. They believe that something happened that pushed that water with such a force that's caused all this damage. And of course, we do know that there is still, EMS has still indicated that they are still searching for a vehicle that is believed to have actually been swept into this riverbank that possibly could have a mother and a child inside. So we are still waiting to hear from EMS on the status of that.
Thank you very much, Heidi Giokos, coming to us from Protea Glen in Soweto, where residents there are battling flooding and damage to their properties as a result either of the rain or of something else as yet to be determined.